Ah! It's loud!
What? What did you do? Hello, everybody, and welcome to Four Mics, the gaming news podcast about games and news about games. And Delta is freaking his camera out. We're here with Cams and no Doc.
What happened was just, I didn't know I had the volume on the stream. So it just blasted into my ears.
Destroyed you?
Yeah.
Alright.
Destroyed. Ooh, I like the setup. It's okay.
Get Shrek.
You like it?
Yeah, why is Delta on top?
Because I put Delta on top. Fuck.
But I should be on top
I'm obviously the one always on top. Come on, man.
Or whatever. Medical order.
But really, I think once we do a little bit more like some borders around the cameras, I think it'll look a little better. But it does look fine for now.
I'll give some borders.
Yeah, I added the cursed chat ones because obviously we're using curse for audio, clearer audio, crisper and better balancing. So you can tell when we're talking, and hopefully it lines up, but should be able to tell by camera.
Like it is.
Anyways, we'll flow into our actual news now.
Okay. Tell me more, senpai.
Start with a really simple article. We have seen the future of watching esports, and it is good. The spiritual successor to Bloodlines Champions is building a better observer mode. Now, Bloodline Champions is kind of MOBA-y from what I've seen of it, and they're building a better observer mode for it. Because they're hoping that with a better observer mode, they'll be able to encourage more esports in their next game.
Is a spectator option.
Yeah, it's a spectator option basically, and they're working better with it because it's an HTC Vive game. So they're working on a spectator mode where you can walk around the field in your HTC Vive. What are you smirking about over there?
Probably watching my facial expressions.
I feel like I need to move this on my main screen, but I can't, so whoa, camera blur. Anyways, it all looks pretty good to me, so.
Yeah.
Now, the reason I brought this article up is a lot of games, even the ones apparently in VR, because I didn't expect this one to be VR, are trending towards esports. And we're getting more and more pops up from this. Are we gonna, in your guys' opinion, are we gonna see lots more games trending towards multiplayer with an esport ability?
You can always say that people are gonna try for this esport stuff, but it's like someone winning the lottery. It's not gonna happen if you don't do it correct, and you have to do it correct the first time. Otherwise, you're gonna have to work like years in order to get it properly.
And I can see a lot of people going towards that way because there's probably a lot of money going towards that way. There's a lot more publicity for the game and free advertising.
It's like the MMO scene.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Yeah, we can.
We're first-time developers, but we got this.
Don't look at the older schools online. We can do it.
We can do it. Sure. Sure we can.
All we need to do is believe.
Hey guys, you know Skyrim? We made that an MMO, except it's not at all like Skyrim. Isn't it neat?
Isn't it neat? Yeah, well, there was a lot of issues with that, though, because when they tried, there was no EXP, if you all went in with the same quest, if you all went in with the same quest to kill a certain character, whoever killed that character first completed the quest and the rest didn't. There was no encouragement to continue to be a multiplayer game, so
you'll have to explain what this game's about to me, because I don't think I've heard of it before.
From what I saw of it in the brief video I watched, it's an attempt at a VR interactive, similar to Smite, where everything's like a skill shot MOBA.
Yeah.
So it's it's Dota 2 or like League of Legends in VR.
That sounds like a pain in the butt.
Oh yeah, it looks like a pain in the butt to me, but I don't know. People are kind of picking it up and they're enjoying the chance to try it. So who knows? Maybe we'll see
it's a cool idea for sure.
MOBA progress to. Leave your glasses are on upside down.
How could you? How could you flip your gunners upside down, man?
They're gunners, by the way. They're not gunners. They're gunners.
Just like he's a rectangle, not a square.
Exactly.
Exactly. I don't play by the rules.
So.
Anyway, I give a shit about this next.
Okay, we can move on. I was planning on.
I don't want to talk about.
I was planning on transitioning anyways, actually. So, next article. We all played the Lucio Ball. Well, apparently
Yeah.
there's an exploit that lets you change to any character in the game.
That's cheating.
I don't.
But, Lucio
accept-
Ball sucks
what
too,
you're
so
saying
next.
is Farah?
Yeah, what I'm saying is fair.
Next. Nope, done with it. Lucio Ball's bad. Next.
No, we're
Okay.
ignoring you, Steve. This time. This time we're moving on and actually
Well, no, I
talking.
can see with the diva there. I can see diva being super useful for the game.
Well, here's my problem. Who's calling me right now?
Why is your phone on silent?
Before copyright happens,
I
and they
paused
take all
it.
of our money.
I thought we were professional.
We are. My phone is
Well-
on silent. I don't know why it's making noise. Oh, it's Tony. Hold on. Let me
Oh,
message
see.
Tony while we continue.
Tony has
So,
make noise button.
The only problem with switching to other characters, right, is even if you switch to another character, it doesn't unlock your ability to use your primary fire. So primary
What?
fire is still disabled on all other characters.
So then, what the fuck's the point?
I'm not sure of the
There
point,
isn't?
but I'm assuming it's something like Diva's dash, so she
I
can
was gonna
like
say,
dash
Diva
into
would be
the
good
ball.
defense.
She has that non the bulletproof shield, so maybe that can deflect the ball. And all of the other characters' ults do that thing like Lucio's where it pulls the ball to them.
Ah, so she throws that, and the ball just goes with it.
Yeah, the ball can chase after her exploding unit.
That's cheating.
And then when she ults to bring it back down,
When she ults to bring it back
Oh
down.
God.
There it comes again, yeah. So there's where I
That's how
think
it
they've
works.
been abusing it and why they're worried about it.
why
Blizzard
they worry
is-
about their
It's
special
super
little
useful.
game mode.
Here's my problem.
I can see May being extremely useful. Just gonna put this ice wall in front of the goal.
Right.
That's true.
Here's my major
Enjoy.
issue with this. Blizzard is banning and temporarily suspending, so first time temporary suspension, second time ban, players who are using the non-Lucio character in this game type.
Well, hey, hold
I'm
on.
not surprised.
Instead of banning, how about you fix the problem?
I was gonna say, it's a bug. You don't ban people for a bug. Like, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
Have you seen them with WoW? They definitely ban people because of bugs.
I was gonna say I don't pay attention to WoW enough to care.
I
That's
don't
so
pay attention
stupid.
to
Like, it's
WoW
not-
either.
It's not the player's fault. Like, oh hey, I found a bug. Neat.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
hey,
it's
other
the difference
side of the
between
screen.
I found a bug and
Totally,
I'm
what did you
abusing
do?
the bug.
What? Oh, did it die?
No, like I see a Skype.
Do you? Is it okay now?
No, well, I mean, I don't know.
Is it okay
Like
now?
what
But
eye
it's okay,
pictures
truly.
would, what eye pictures would be is now Skype.
Is it
There we
pictures
go.
now? Okay. Tony fucking messaged me on Skype, so I had to clear that. And
Oh my God, Tony,
yeah, no. Anyways, moving on.
finding all the ways to be inconvenient.
So they're banning for people doing a bug, which I think is really stupid.
It should be a temp ban then, at least till they fix the bug.
It's the issue that it's the difference between a player going, oh yeah, that's cool, I'll just try this once, see how it is, between a player going, oh yeah, dude, I'm just gonna keep using it over and over again.
Well, I mean, that's
Even
Because like
then-
Bulldog said, if they do it once, then they only get like a warning or
Yeah.
a temp ban. And if they do it multiple times, then they get banned because they're abusing in-game glitches, which probably is against the terms of service.
But I really don't see anything wrong with using more than just Lucio in this game type anyways. I think it would bring
So,
more
yeah,
fun
there's,
and
like-
variety to the game. The only character you'd actually have to ban is like Mei. You couldn't let the fucking ice wall be a
I
thing.
want to at least not let her have, or like nerf the pillar for the game, like maybe like a small pillar.
Or maybe just decrease the time it exists.
Yeah, like have it exist for like a second.
So she's got to use it literally to block that goal shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
Something
mainly
like that.
brought it up because they're banning people and suspending people for something that I would think
Oh,
in a game
no.
that really
Blizzard
seems
is
like
banning people in Overwatch.
It-
Who knew?
the only reason I'm pointing it out is like this game mode isn't even real. Like it's just a for fun game
It's
mode.
not even real, man.
It's-
It's only part of our conscious.
It's a for fun game mode. Why do you give a shit if people are having fun? Like
was gonna
obviously
say, that's a
anybody
bad
can go
point.
do this exploit.
Because, Bulldog, the 1%.
Yeah, one guy isn't having fun with it, and that's the guy that can't figure out how to do the glitch.
He says as he knocks over his camera. Fine. That 1% can fuck off. Moving on.
That's not what you said last week.
I know. I mean, I
Yeah,
care.
we
I
should-
care about it, but at
No,
the same time,
1%. This week is fuck 1%.
at the same time, I don't see why the game mode was designed to only have one player. Anyways, it
Yeah,
seems,
I thought initially it had like all of them.
yeah, it seems like
Well,
it would be
that's
way
something
more
they do.
fun with variety.
They all had, like skins specific for it.
Yeah, I mean, at
That's
least
what they
having
do,
the
though.
three.
With those special game modes, they put in like singular characters or certain characters, so that way everyone can be part of the same thing, rather than only certain people being able to realize, oh yeah, I can exploit this and get another character if I really want to.
I don't see what's wrong with that.
Yeah, so
And it's not fair for everybody else.
I mean, they are still putting themselves at a disadvantage depending on who they are.
and depending on how easy it is to change
McCree.
characters with the glitch.
Everyone on a team plays McCree. Just stun everybody. You
Yeah,
get the
but then
three
what?
shot. You three shot. You imagine how far you can make the ball go just by three shotting?
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh god.
How would his like super work? Like, would they have to?
I
let
think
him
it would
shoot?
target the ball. Or it's
Yeah.
gonna let him shoot the enemy team.
All right,
And if it lets
guys, we
him
have to
shoot-
try it one time each to see what
Same
three
with, like-
characters will do.
Same with Reaper though. Reaper just like die, and shoot everybody.
Oh god.
Oh, he's making a Fort Loco.
No, it's in Arizona.
No, it's not. Prove it. We're not sponsored by Arizona.
We're sponsored
It-
not by
backwards.
that at all. Moving on.
Anozina.
Moving on.
Are we
Yeah.
though? Are we really?
Rocket League is getting a Royale Rumble mode.
What?
Which is what?
The free for all?
Oh, wait. Is there like a
Wait, is
ton
he
of
carrying the
goals?
ball?
Yeah, he's carrying the ball. There's power-ups in this game mode.
No, no.
Hold on, let me read. Let me
No.
read this
No.
power-up list. The boot kicks an opponent's car.
Oh, okay.
Disruptor
I didn't
forces
see
an
the color of it. Kicks an opponent. Damn.
Just
Oh, yeah,
kicked.
that's That's the one with all the super special abilities everywhere, right?
Yeah. Disruptor forces your opponent to drive uncontrollably. Freezer freezes the ball in place. Grappling hook pulls you towards the ball. Haymaker punches at the ball, attracts the ball to your car with a magnetizer, which I assume is the one that's in the picture above. Plunger grabs the ball via plunger and cord. Power hitter allows you to hit everything harder. Spike attach the ball to your car when you bump into it. Swapper change positions on the field with your opponent, and Tornado sweep
What?
up the ball and opposing cars in a giant funnel cloud.
I don't want this game mode. And by that I mean I don't want to play it.
Meanwhile, Rocket League's crate and key system was leaked late last month, and Psyonix has acknowledged they are indeed implementing it in the game.
Oh, do you see like just the Rocket League deals I'm just looking at right now? I want you guys to go see the Odd Man Out on that.
The Rocket League deals? Where do you see this?
Yeah, like it's like in the very top of the article. She was like, where you can buy Rocket League.
Like if I click the Rocket
Can I
League.
buy Rocket League Gold?
Oh, you don't have it. I do.
I don't see it. Yeah, I was gonna say I see.
It says Amazon.com, 1999. Steam, 1999. Green Man Gaming, 1999. GameStop, 26.50.
Steve, somebody just walked past your door. It was creepy.
What?
It
It was me.
was weird. It was. Anyways,
Like you should like give me a bigger heads up than. Hey, someone just walked by like 10 minutes ago.
no, like a few seconds ago. But anyways, yeah. So I'm thinking this game mode's gonna be pretty fun. I just wanted to mention it because we talk about news and updates coming to games. Are you guys looking forward to this game mode?
No.
I mean, I can't say because I haven't got to test it, but
Yeah, I
it
guess.
sounds like it'll be interesting. But with the way Rocket League works, the
Sounds like
abilities would have to automatically target the ball, and there has to be like a certain distance that you can use it. Otherwise, it just becomes really overpowered, like from across the map.
I did a plunger while I was inside the enemy goal, and they're about to put it into our goal.
Yeah.
Plunger. That'll be interesting, definitely. I'm gonna skip the next article, the Titanfall 2 one. I
Why,
want to
does it make
save.
you sad?
No,
Well, can
I
we at
wanted
least
to
say
talk
what
about
is?
it with
Because I didn't
Doc.
read it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
I wanted
What
to
is
talk
it
about
about?
it with
Sure.
Doc, but its Titanfall 2 campaign is inspired by the latest Wolfenstein and Doom installments.
That sounds cool.
It
I was gonna
does.
say, that just sounds awesome.
And I wanted to talk to Doc primarily because Doc and I are the Titanfall fanboys.
I don't like these other guys. Ugh.
But I mean, it-
suck. They can't have an opinion on it that's worth mentioning.
No, I was figuring we all could voice in on this one. Do you want to talk about it now or when Doc comes back?
I
I
don't
can do it
care.
when Doc comes back. If he does.
Alright, an
Doc
impressive
quit.
fan remake of Metroid 2 is out. The only reason I mentioned this article is because Nintendo has issued a DMCA notice against the Metroid 2 remake.
Yay.
Are they selling it?
It's beautiful.
As far as I was aware, no, it's a free grab and go.
So how do they plan the DMCA to work?
Because it's literally basically their stuff with upgraded textures. They're
Yeah,
ripping
but if you made,
per
it depends
pixel
on how
by
you made it.
pixel. They're
If it took them 8 years to make it, you must have did it from
They
scratch.
could do what that other company did and just remove the textures and change it
it's
and just keep
true.
it the same game.
Do the same thing like
Yeah, it's
Star
hard to
Wars,
do with 8-bit though.
Star Wars 2 Galaxy was doing. It is kind of hard to
I
do
don't know.
with bit games, but you could probably manage it.
Yeah, you could do something. But so this is just Nintendo being scumbags when they're busy not making games and not making money.
Yeah, I was pointing out that like I'm noticing a big trend in all companies towards negative reactions to fan-made games, and I am particularly against that because like this is gonna be anecdotal, but when I play Games Tycoon, I just let them make my games. What do I care? Like it's
Yeah,
all for
and people love
fun.
it.
Yeah, like
But no,
granted, I
Sony-
lose profits, but whatever. Like people are making these games because they want to change something. They want to see something new. They want to have fun with my old IP. What do I
Right.
care?
Like from what I can tell, probably with Sony, if someone did something like this, like someone made like a fan-made Dak and Daxter for some fucking reason, something stupid like that, or even like Crash Bandicoot, I don't see Sony getting pissed off about it because they're very relaxed and they make a lot of money.
Yeah,
Sony-
fair warning to
Nintendo-
all our viewers. Due to limited amount of articles and the number of people here, this stream may be substantially shorter than normal. Because I'm noticing how far
Nintendo-
through my list we are, and the fact that we're
Yeah.
only like 20
But
minutes
it's
in.
do it.
Well,
But
we don't
the
have
last
the
few
traditional Doc rants
Yeah.
The
about how
last
he
few
hates
things-
everything.
I'm on. But like this, I don't care about too much. It's just Nintendo being a scumbag, like Nintendo is.
Yeah, no, like the reason I brought it up is literally because I was wondering, like, how you guys feel about all these companies reacting superiorly negative towards fan-made games on their older IPs.
It sucks, but
scummy.
really, there's not much we can do.
I was gonna say, like, the other one, it was like, what, EA or Disney, whoever the hell
was
in
EA.
charge.
Yeah.
EA.
Well,
EA's a
LucasArts,
scumfuck.
I think, but
Everyone knows that EA is just a fucking piece of shit when it comes to games. Nintendo is again in that bandwagon. They like to be kid-friendly, but when it actually does come down to business, they're assholes.
Now, on the topic of fan-made games, in Nintendo recently, did you notice that Pokemon Uranium has fully released?
I did actually see that.
No, I didn't. See
I
now,
was actually
The
planning on
person,
looking
he
at
was
it.
making it through RPG Maker, and he finally finished the entire game. It's got actual multiplayer, so you can do trading and battling and stuff. You can have friend codes. I think you can have secret bases.
Yep, he made his own Pokemon too, and type even.
I'll have to look
Yep.
into that. That sounds something fun that we could maybe do in an after stream sometime.
Yeah, I'd be down.
I don't know if I would.
Also,
I'm
fair
correct.
warning, there is no after stream today. Anyways.
Why not? I wasn't warned about this.
It's all good. I'll
'Cause
just
I-
go back to playing No Man's Sky.
I'm going somewhere and I'm hopefully dragging Steve with me. Anyways.
Nope,
Uh,
playing No Man's Sky.
doesn't even drag Dowdiff.
Like, you're in fucking Michigan.
Yeah? Why are you revealing my location?
Hey, Delta, you can play
We're
No
in
Man's
New
Sky.
York. Location's revealed.
Delta,
Now they're gonna DDoS me.
Delta, you can play No Man's Sky with me.
Oh, I can? Thanks, babe. Can we play
You don't
even though
wanna-
we don't see each other?
Yeah.
You don't want to
Is,
go
is that a good segue?
Yeah,
Uh,
that's one of the articles, but I'm saving that for later. I'm gonna segue.
Darn it.
this.
Riot sues League of Legends League Shark. The fuck is
Wait.
that?
Say that again?
Riot sues League of Legends botting service League Sharp,
Who the fuck is Riot?
the owners
Rito?
of League of Legends.
Wait. Oh, botting service. Okay.
Not a big surprise.
I was gonna say, I thought Riot was like that, but I was like, they wouldn't be suing themselves. So
Players?
I just saw the top it, Riot sues League of Legends. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, Riot doesn't sue
They
themselves.
wouldn't
bought
sue
normal
themselves.
Players bought normal games, or is it usually just co-op for CI?
It's usually normal games that you see it in a lot. Remember, like you and me, we were doing Blitzcrank Thresh, and then we had the fish in the threes.
I
That
don't remember,
reminds
to be
me
honest.
of
It's
I
been so long.
witnessed-
I thought we had seen it, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, we definitely saw it in a normal game. Because remember, you and I were trying to do the super pull with the Thresh Lantern Blitzcrank hook, and the Garen
Right.
and them on the other team were just letting us do it because our fish was fucking not real.
Wasn't she like just suiciding over and over
Yeah,
again?
constantly suiciding into the turret. In bottom lane, yeah.
I recently watched, on an unrelated note, a live banning of someone using an aimbot in Overwatch. Like, clearly using an aimbot. 'Cause
But
he was live streaming it.
so League Sharp does other things besides enacting scripts to allow you to play the game without playing it.
Okay.
There's a spacebar to win, which enacts quick combos with like QWR that you could never execute properly, basically. There's
I'm
also
confused. How does it work?
basically you push spacebar and it'll auto execute a combo at the most, like, the ideal moment.
Okay.
So like QWER at the most, like, the exact second it has
Like
to.
frames. Yeah.
Yeah, in between frames where people would never even notice it. And then it also gives you scripts for jungle timers. It gives auto last hitting, awareness of other players' locations, and various other exploits, which is cheating. In other words.
What?
In other words.
Pourquoi?
It is
Why don't
it has a
games let
subscription
cheat?
of $15 per month, which is capped at 50 games a day.
All right, I'm down. but we will sure show them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a huge article, which is primarily talking about what League Sharp does in the beginning, and then why Riot is suing them. So they're suing them because it disrupts gameplay, and also because one of their employees was attempting to communicate with League Sharp to get them to take down their service or stop their service, and then Riot got doxxed. That employee got doxxed in return by League Sharp.
Wow.
Wow, assholes! Fuck you! Let us
You can't
break
be
your
nice
game.
and tell me what to do.
Yeah,
Go fuck yourself.
basically like go fuck yourself.
We're making money. Go die. Yeah, but totally. I need this
Additionally,
service.
knowing the lawsuit was imminent, the defendants have quickly and carefully destroyed and concealed evidence such as their most incriminating online posts purporting to hide behind the Peruvian shell corporation created solely for the purpose of evading liability.
Wait,
The only
What about the option to, or the fact that you can go back and look at previous posts?
Yeah, I was gonna say, the problem with that is like if Riot really bothers to look through it, all they have to do is go into the archives. The archives will have
Yeah.
it. Which I don't know why Riot is saying that these are gone. But yeah, they posted non-public information about a Riot employee, threatened that employee, and posted many other comments on social media, offensive comments on social media. That last one is irrelevant. Offensive
This
comments
just sounds
are
like a
offensive
bunch of
comments.
smart kids that know how to do what they do, and then they whine if somebody takes something away from them.
Yeah, to Riot apparently,
Yeah, pretty
League
much.
Sharp it represents an enormous threat that through conduct is willfully and deliberately malicious, purposely intending to harm Riot and its community. So claims Riot.
Well, they're willing to make the community even more frustrated by having bots in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, Riot is pursuing them for the stuff about the defendant and other purported damages and loss of player base, I'm guessing, or something. I'm not sure the exact suit because it hasn't been filed so that in the public database yet, so I can look at it. But the next time that we come back, it should be in the public database by then, and we can go over this a little better in better legal terms about what they're actually pursuing. But at the moment, it just looks like a bunch of, exactly like Del Dev said, a bunch of smart kids that are your average
Playing 'cause
troll
they
league
didn't get what they
gamer. Yeah, mad because they can't get what they want, and they're making money on this shit. So I mean, of course they're upset that Riot's trying to take away their income in a way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you can be upset and still deal with it maturely.
Oh yeah.
Not dick away.
Oh well.
I don't know. All I can say is I hope Riot wins, which they probably will. And League Sharp assholes, dick faces, and should go die.
Yeah, I was gonna say doxing is.
I mean, unless they make great pop
ridiculous.
or great other products, then maybe I'll look into it. But
Yeah, like,
Also, I
buy
don't know
Overwatch or
who
something.
League Sharp suspected anybody would do with this doxed information. Like, I mean, when feminists dox like Sargon or Armored Skeptic or something, they expect the feminists to come down on them, but League Sharp doesn't have that big of a community compared to Riot's protected community. That's
right.
more happy to save their friendly mods and stuff. So
Yeah.
I don't know what this doxing was supposed to do.
Make him look like a threat, like everyone thinks that doxing is.
Yeah.
I mean, doxing is kind of a threat in its own way because you're threatening, like, I know where you live, I know who you are, I can do things to you, is the premise behind a dox. But at the same time, it's also like my entire community that backs me also will do things, and I didn't even know League Sharp existed.
Yeah, I didn't.
Well, you
Was
don't
this
play
another
League,
company that's trying to make themselves known by making stupid mistakes?
possibly, but they're gonna be taken down now because of that stupid mistake. She doesn't know she's on camera, does she?
Don't know yet.
Anyways, moving on to the next article. Evolve Stage 2 is getting co-op versus AI playlists and a deadlier orbit drill.
Oh
Dave.
boy. He blocked you out because you started talking about
He
Evolve.
muted himself. I
This is great because we can see what he's doing.
know.
I don't wanna. Please,
Steve,
no senpai.
Steve, I'm on Twitch, you know.
Yeah, we're gonna get banned now. Thanks, Steve.
Oop, wrong one. There we go. Problem resolved for now.
You turn off his little
I turned
image.
off his cam, yeah. Well, I've lost the person that I really wanted to talk this to about because he's the only other one that's played Evolve Stage 2 with me. So,
Was the doc?
Steve. Steve's the only one that's played Evolve
Oh.
Stage 2 with me. Have you played Evolve Stage 2? Are you planning on playing it? Do you want to play it?
Probably not.
No, really?
Evolve
Well,
just
Stage 2
doesn't.
sucks.
Are you done
Evolve
pointing it at
doesn't.
your crotch? Can I turn the camera back on?
Guess so. My camera's super hot, by the way.
So hot.
Super hot. Okay. Moving on.
Yeah, Evolve Stage 2 sucks. Evolve sucks. Sauce sucks.
My life sucks.
By the way,
Sigh.
Steve, I figured out the resolution to your problem that you've been having.
What is it?
They've been modifying player health a lot and monster health because they're trying to make the game shorter because they've discovered that hour-and-a-half long games tend to discourage players from continually playing. They end up playing one round and then leaving because that's how long the game used to take. And they're trying to encourage shorter games. To do that, they're encouraging an early, like, level 1 fight between hunters and the monster. And, the health totals of players are being actively changed and reduced, and the monsters has been increased slightly.
You know how you also fix that problem? Players die that one time. Just like the monster.
The monster
Genius!
doesn't die
Oh.
just that one time, it dies 3 times before stage 3 and then dies once
Monster
at
does
stage
not
3.
die.
They changed that.
Okay. Okay. That still doesn't solve the
Okay.
issue of players, no
Uh-huh.
matter what, that are non-monsters, still can die 3 times. And are still not easy to kill.
They're
They still don't love
easier
me
to
like I
kill,
do.
the monster's harder to kill, and now the monster doesn't die right away.
Genius.
These are the modifications you were looking for, relatively. Like, the problem
No, they
with
wouldn't.
the problem with
modification I
giving the
wanted was
hunters
players
one
die
life.
once.
The problem with that is the monster will always win.
No.
Yes, because the level 1 fight, the monster wins. Really easily.
No.
Yes, he
The
does.
level 1 monster is super weak.
So are the hunters.
Not really.
I promise. I went into the level 1 fight. Absolutely destroyed hunters.
I went into level 1 fight. Did not. But I was also playing Wraith. Who
Yeah.
sucks in general.
Yeah, again, like, not knowing how to use your monster's skill kit is part of the problem, too. Because you're starting out in the game and probably don't quite get it, how to play the monster. Did you mute yourself again?
No?
You cut out pretty hard there. Like, I saw your mouth move and no sound came through.
Eh.
Meh.
Meh. But no, like, the change I want is a simple change, I feel.
The problem with that
and they don't have to do all
is-
this tap dancing around it.
The problem with that change is you discourage players from playing because right now, the monster will only win.
Sucks. Get good, use strategy.
This fam.
It's not even
Okay,
like
good.
strategy that will help. And even then, if it ends up being that they figure out a strategy so the hunters win, then the hunters always win. Like, your trade-off becomes one or the other always wins, and you have to balance the game somewhere in the middle, so some of the time the hunters win, and some of the time the monster wins. Otherwise,
Wasn't
you
it for a
lose.
while that the monster was really overpowered and it was hard for the players to win because Randy's were so bad?
That was because of certain skills that were dependent upon the trapper. So, like, the trapper used to be the only person that could track the monster. The trapper used to be the only person that could deploy the dome shield that traps the monster in an area to fight. Now, all
Okay.
players can drop the dome shield. All players can track the monster. Like, they really leaned the game towards hunters, and I'm kind of upset about that. But not sure what to do about it.
And what would be sweet is if monsters could drop that dome and then just do one-on-ones if set up correctly.
The dome
That'd
is
actually be cool.
huge, and if the monster could drop a dome like that, the problem is the hunters can enter and leave the dome at free will.
Well, obviously there would be tweaks for the monster's
I was
dome.
gonna say,
You wouldn't
so
be
you-
stupid and steal their dome.
So, like, let's
Yeah,
talk
so
about,
that-
like, Meteor Goliath, who's a lava type Goliath character. Let's say
He's
he
lava
can set
type?
up. Basically, he's a flaming, burning,
Yo.
killy.
Kick his ass with Squirtle.
But fine, he's fire type. But let's just focus on what I'm trying to say. Saying he has an ability to create a dome where he can 1v1 of an opponent in like a flaming arena. Well, something like that.
It shouldn't be pussies.
With
To be
that,
fair, lava's
You feel
just
like-
rock and fire.
You
So
should be able, like, if
he's
the
like
hunters
quadra
are like weak
effective.
enough.
He's ultra effective.
yeah.
If
he's
the
ultra
hunters were like weak enough, you should be able to like grab them and like eat them.
You can eat their corpses when
You know,
they're
if
dead.
they have like 10% health or something like that, then you should be
You
able
get
to grab
armor and health for eating corpses.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you should be able to eat them while alive as like a finishing kill.
Finish him.
You might
Pretty
be
much.
able to. I don't know. I never tried. I only ate their
I
corpses.
don't think you can. I've never heard of it, but that'd be an awesome thing. That'd make me happy. It wouldn't make me
A lot
play
of
it, but
awesome
I'd have a smile.
It's this game is leaning towards being more and more fun, and I'm wondering why you're so discouraged from playing it.
Because it's not fun right now.
Being there for the stages in
the-
between will help you learn to play the game, even if it's not necessarily great at the moment.
Or I can go do something that I enjoy.
Got a point, you know.
It'll be
What if
fun.
it never becomes fun?
I think it's fun now. I don't see what his non-fun issue is. Like, if he's playing, his problem is he's focused on it from the perspective of the monster, and not from the point of the hunters, who will literally suffer severely for not being able to come back to life. Like,
I mean, they'll
they're
have to play smarter.
You know who else also suffers severely for not coming back to life?
not
the
the
monster.
monster anymore.
The monster
IRL.
suffers greatly from that.
Except he doesn't anymore. I pointed that
It
out
does
already.
on stage 3 where he's like the most useful.
He has 3 lives
Stages
and
1 and
then
2
one more
suck.
life after stage 3, where he gets his objective, and he's
Do the
supposed
live
to not
stack.
be worried about other things. I don't know.
Do the live stack.
I don't know.
think they do.
Don't know.
But does he have a live stack?
Do the live stack. Does he get his temporary immortality?
I don't know.
Well,
like
like, that sounds like genius.
It's time for what's
Yeah,
gonna
sounds
probably
awesome.
be Steve's least favorite part of this podcast, and probably the longest section of it. No Man's Sky PC port is a piece of absolute shit. for a majority of players.
I like the picture. Very bottom screen.
Also, Steam reviews when bad game comes out or bad port comes out still don't know how to actually make good review.
There's a
They
few
just
good
go,
ones
"This
in
bad,
there.
I hate it."
There's a
Yeah, I
few
mean,
good
you'll
ones.
find the good ones sometimes, but majority of them are just like, "Oh my god, I played this for 10 seconds and it was broken. Refund, please."
Yeah, one player was
Yeah, now
saying
I'm
he's got
mixed.
GTX 980s and SLI and he was having frame rate issues. With, like, fucking SLI 980s.
Yeah, but there's another player who runs the 680 like I do and has no issues. So
gonna
That's
say, I'm
shocking
running,
because most 680s weren't even able to launch the game.
I was saying I'm playing with like 390, and
You're playing with a
Okay.
Radeon card. We're focused on the video.
I know, but I'm doing all right.
Yeah, but yours is
90.
equivalent to the 980, and I'm wondering if it's something to do with different graphics drivers.
someone just
Maybe.
hasn't updated the drivers
Because
and
it's
like,
based in open G blah 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 brain.
OpenGL.
GL, yeah, it's an open GL.
"You got this."
G whatever the other letter was. It's an open
Dude,
GL
most of
instead of
these-
CUDA, which CUDA is way better for graphics in general as a basis to run off of. So the fact that it's
All
in
these things are just
OpenGL, it's
people
in
whining.
Visual C++ 2010. This fucking game is outdated. It's running in older software for who knows what fucking reason.
The
Probably
reason
'cause they
is
don't
it's
have
been in
money.
development for like since 2008.
It's been in development, but they had to port it to PC.
Does it change the code?
The-
It's still code from 2008.
The code can be changed because you had to do a full rewrite to put it in PC. That's my primary
Technically,
point
it
with the
came from
port.
PC.
You had to port it. Means you either had to make a translator, which is translating it from something else, into this Visual 2010 that it's running in, or
Right.
Like when you actually get to the people that can play the game in the reviews, all they're saying is they lied. They lied, stuff like that.
it's because
But-
they were
They
expecting
lied.
the same thing I was out of the game, which is
Yeah,
like
but they never advertised that stuff. That's what people
I
came
know,
up
which
with.
is why I stopped being excited about the game a long time ago.
Exactly. Like you did the smart thing. Like these people were idiots. And were expecting Minecraft in space. I went into it like I'm gonna go see cool things. I'm enjoying
Yeah,
it.
those cool things would get so boring so fast for me. It's why I don't play Elite Dangerous that much. Like I use Elite Dangerous as a like I'm gonna go do this for a little while thing. Like I'm not gonna sink money into No
Dangerous.
Man's Sky when I got Elite Dangerous for $180.
Like I've not had an issue with it. I like it.
I have Elite
Mhm.
Dangerous. I can do literally the same thing in Elite Dangerous. I'm just gonna play Elite Dangerous.
You can go to planets and get out of your ship.
Yes, they added that in Elite Dangerous a long time ago.
You
Get
can
out
go
of
too
your
far,
ship.
far
You
away.
can get out of your ship.
Oh no, yeah, it's in that patch that cost another $40.
Yeah,
I remember. When I already paid 60.
and the huge expansion that added planets and planet surfaces and trading on
They
planets.
added
that thing that
planets
should
to a
only
space
be in
game?
Space.
Well, the planets.
Yeah, dude.
Well, by that, what I mean is the planets existed, but you couldn't do anything. Like as soon as you got in the atmosphere of the planet, your ship would be destroyed
Okay.
after a period of
Yeah,
time.
and then, but if you pay another $40, you can now go down there.
Yeah, the
Wait, how
planet
does that
now
work?
actually is landable on.
Wait, so
Everybody
I can't
got
give
the
me
some
whole
explanation.
update.
in Elite Dangerous, are you
Good
traveling
one.
across like multiple galaxies and all that?
You're traveling around a scale-to-scale model of the Milky Way.
Yes.
Okay. And if you get close to a planet, you die?
Yes, you're traveling between space stations.
So, who designs a spaceship that explodes when it gets back home?
Space stations are its home. It's not supposed to go to a planet. Also, good luck
Yeah, but
getting to
you
Earth.
see where we're coming from, Charlie. We can go to planets on this,
So can I now.
and it's see what there is. Yeah, now. After you paid another $40.
It's part of that $180 I was talking about.
Yeah. So, but this is 60. That's
Uh-huh.
$120 difference.
And it's having a lot of issues on PC, and I'm probably gonna have issues because I'm in that GTX 900 series that's having issues.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
And also, like, I'm not big on this, like, go name this, go explore this, go look at this bullshit. The only
Oh, I
thing
don't
I
mean,
do in
like,
Elite
interesting
Dangerous
things.
is, like, I hop from planet to planet, looking at the pretty
And
space,
do nothing.
and do trading, and do fighting.
Woo.
Which is
I
literally
can do
what
that
I would
in
do in
this.
No Man's Sky. Except I don't
Yeah.
want to pay $60 for it, because I already have Elite Dangerous.
Yeah, that you wasted $120 on.
I didn't waste, I'm having fun with it when I play it. I don't see a point in
$180
buying a
already?
rip-off fucking Elite Dangerous. How about that?
It's not.
How's it not? They're literally the same game,
Because until you buy the deal, or once you buy the DLC.
which is now pre-packaged with the $60 game.
Yeah, but I still have to pay for it.
$20 for it now, but anyway.
Yeah, but okay, still $20. Should be free.
$20 instead of 60.
Should still be free.
A free massive scale update that was like 80 gigs of downloaded space.
Yes.
Yeah, something that should have been there before.
There was no inclination or reason for it to be there before.
Besides, it's a space game and people want to see planets, not go to space stations that all look the same.
They don't look all
Not
the
all.
same.
I shouldn't say all. There's like 5 different types.
What is this?
There's
EVE Online
5
or
different
something?
types with a bunch of varying outside textures to those like
Yes.
models.
I'll go to my planets that all look different.
Yeah.
Which is pretty
They
sweet.
don't all look different. That's another problem that's gonna start cropping up soon.
Has anyone said anything like that? They found a planet
Yeah,
exactly the same.
it's
as
not
mine?
exactly the same. The problem is you're gonna start noticing pieces of models that are exactly the same as things you've seen before, and they're just mishmashed with other things you've seen, because that's how the game generates the worlds and planets. Is they take this piece from this set of items and put it there, and then take another piece from a bunch of other sets of items and put it there. So like, let's just take a palm tree for example. It picks the trunk from a series of like 40 trunks, and then the top from a series of however many tops, and then like flowers from however many flowers. And there you go. After seeing like however many planets, because the only thing you do in this fucking game from what I've seen is explore and occasionally fight things.
You can do space battles if you truly feel like it.
That's literally what I said. Explore
Yeah.
and occasionally fight things.
Yeah, that's how they.
Except players
Tried
can't
to
see each other
say
right
it.
now, so...
Eh?
And AI
Okay,
battles
that
are going to get
much.
super repetitive. It's one of the problems I have with doing AI battles in Elite Dangerous. It's why I go onto actual multiplayer servers which work in Elite Dangerous.
Oh man, this game that just came out, the servers don't work. Who knew?
Well, the server works. You have to be
Dun, dun.
connected
When
to the
does
server
it?
to
When
play
does
the
that
game.
ever not happen?
You have to be connected to the server to play the game.
When does it never happen though?
The game.
Let's go through the pages of all the games that had perfect servers.
Okay, there's a difference between servers that aren't working and glitches in the game that are making it so players can't see each other. That's a game glitch, not a server glitch.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about
I
is an
don't
issue
see it.
built into the game that they should have resolved before launch.
Uh-huh.
In a game that requires multiplayer.
Uh-huh.
And here we are after launch, and they haven't resolved that issue. Not to mention
Yep.
they launched the PC
Solid
port
3
that's
days.
having massive issues.
Solid 3 days.
Solid
How
3
dare they
days.
not have everything fixed?
Why didn't this come out in testing? It's a
Like, no.
multiplayer game where you can't be multiplayer.
Yeah.
You'd think they would fix that before releasing a multiplayer game. It'd be like playing
think
League
they-
of Legends and not being able to see the enemies or your allies.
I'm
Sounds like
sure
fun to
the
me.
reason they did that is because they pushed the game literally as far back as they could.
I mean, they have no reason to stop pushing it back if they're having this many
If
issues.
Sony is breathing down their neck, they probably did. But I can see
Once
like, the
again,
person that's
now-
invested
Now we're doing
millions.
that thing I was talking about before, where you're trading goodwill of the game for your game's performance. I'd rather
Hmm?
keep pushing the game fucking back and have a game that fucking works the way it's supposed to when it comes out than a broken game.
And again, let's just go down the list of all the games like that.
I know, and I
Yeah,
already
multiplayer only.
don't like any of those for the same fucking reason. Push the
You
game back,
love Destiny.
fix the game. There's nothing wrong with Destiny.
Exactly. This
Now.
should just be Cube World. I forgot my camera.
What was
wasn't
wrong
up
with
here.
it when
This
it
should
came
be
out?
Cube World.
The servers were
I don't know,
broken
I
for
wasn't
the
playing
first,
it when it
2
came out.
months. I know. That's what I'm saying. I was. The servers were broken for the first 2 months
Okay.
with constant crashes. It was still kind of buggy. The
Server
following
crashes
month, or, like,
versus game
5.
issues. I can kind of forgive server crashes, not particularly, because I feel like you should be compensating for the player base
Let's
that you're not
Pokemon Go. 'Cause
expecting.
Screw Pokemon Go.
That you're not expecting. Like I said, you should have servers that are ready for more than the players you expect, by far. But whatever, I can kind of forgive them for that. But this is gameplay problems, gameplay issues, not server issues.
Another thing to point out, though, is that one of the people did not have PlayStation Plus.
And how are they playing a multiplayer only game?
Because it's a game that it's the same way people could play Destiny without PlayStation Plus.
You can
Just
still
can't do anything
see
with it.
people in the environment.
I know, but I think that's just probably because they probably count that as a PvP thing, and they won't let you do that. Don't know. Maybe they have a different server for PlayStation Plus and a different server for.
Don't know.
Don't know how it works, but
But
that was a thing.
Link, I guess what I'm trying to route around to is like games that launch with game issues shouldn't launch. They should fix the game issues and then launch.
Are you saying that Capcom doesn't know how to do what they do?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, way to point out Capcom.
Like what? I don't like games that launch with issues shouldn't fucking be launched. Server issues are a different story, and they primarily amount from a massive influx of players that they're not expecting because they're stupid.
Wow, you're talking about Sonic? Way to point out Sonic.
Sonic has so many glitches and shouldn't fucking exist half the time.
Also, if you read this excerpt from the developer, it says No Man's Sky is not a multiplayer game.
Then why does it require an online connection and connection to multiplayer servers?
The same
Um,
way
Because
That-
it just stores all
what
the
the hell's that
info
game?
for
Mirror's
public use.
Edge. Not even that, the same way Mirror's Edge does it. Or Mirror's Edge
Why
2.
does Mirror Edge do this?
It's a weird thing Mirror's Edge 2 does where you can like hack billboards and other players can see that in their games for some reason.
So like I said, why does this matter?
What do you mean?
Like, if the game can't
Does it
run
matter?
without connection to the internet on a multiplayer server that allows interaction between multiple players, then it's a multiplayer game.
Here's the issue.
The
The fact
dev
that they
can't
claimed
claim
it was a
that it's-
multiplayer,
Yeah.
they claimed it was going to be a multiplayer game that anyone could see anybody if they happen to find them. And then they're just like, yeah, we decided to make it so you can't see them, and
And then they recanted back on it and said it's not a multiplayer game. Shocking. Like this is.
Did you hear that the collector's edition actually has a sticker that sits over top of like
the online
Yeah.
required play?
system,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you pull it off, and it's like, yeah, there was multiplayer at one point. That's kind of a big oversight.
Yeah, like, what's the point of this game if I can't fly around with my friends? For one, like, that would be a big part of what I'd want to do.
Yeah,
true.
I could agree with that.
Again, maybe they're just trying to work that bit out so you can do it. Like it'll come eventually. But
And they should have pushed the
deadlines are
game back.
deadlines.
Yeah, they should have pushed the game back. Or they should have been very, very clear on release that very certain aspects of the game are not in and we're fixing it.
Hey, they didn't send me a Facebook message saying that they weren't going to include this. They didn't tell me.
I'm not saying that. They didn't send any messages at all that they weren't doing it.
I
The
know.
players had to discover the problem,
They
report
never
the
said they
problem.
would.
Huh? They did.
They never said
They
they
said
would.
this was a multiplayer game. What do you
They
think
did.
when
They
you
did
hear
not.
multiplayer game, Steve?
They did not say that.
They did
They
though.
did.
That wasn't something that the fans claimed. It was an actual thing where they're like, "Yep, this is going to be a
Back in
multiplayer game."
2014, when the game was still in development.
Yeah, but they ever say it wasn't going to after that?
All the way up until people
yeah.
ran into each other.
I believe so.
I
don't
never
remember
saw
them
it.
I
ever
believe they
claiming
kept saying,
afterwards.
stop getting your hopes up, not everything is supposed to be the same as when we first discussed. In
Oh.
multiple AMAs. Oh,
Steve, your camera's
Skype
Your
is
gone.
gone.
Skype just dead.
Yeah, your Skype's dead.
Hey, my Skype decided it didn't want me to call anymore.
Get your cam back. Mute yourself.
Is
It's
it
good.
not up?
No, it's not. There we go.
Back?
We're back.
Yay! Okay. Well, no, they've had multiple AMAs where they've answered people saying you won't be able to meet people. I remember that being a thing.
I don't remember that being a thing because I feel like I would have been
Covered by,
even less caring about this
Polygon.
game if I remember that. Let me look that up real quick.
There's some AMA. You have to look that up. I don't know if that's true. It was covered by, I think, either Polygon or Kotaku.
Mm.
Peggy 7.
Oh god, that was loud. Stop. I didn't want you to autoplay anything. I never want you to autoplay things.
I hate that Twitter autoplays everything.
Does it? Yes.
Yeah, well, as I scroll through it, it's just like, hey, look it, we can play things. This is cool, right? It doesn't automatically like turn
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
here
sound.
we
It
go.
just
I
plays.
got a
Some
year
tweets
ago.
from just a few days ago.
Like, well, the few days ago is to counter back
Well,
against
by
the
a few
people
days,
running
I mean,
into
like,
people.
Days ago.
But I
we
have a
added a-
year ago one here for you, so calm down.
Well, no. What I'm saying is we're going to help you a point. We added a scan for other players in Galactic Map to try to encourage this happening. We wanted it to happen, but the first day, with a question mark.
Mm. So they wanted it to be...
They wanted it to happen, but some weird issue happened where it didn't, where the models didn't load in.
We had this glitch, so we decided to take it out all entirely.
Oh my god, we have an article not by Andy Chalk.
What? This is blasphemy. It's not a real article.
James
Yeah, it's not true. Get rid of
Davenport
it.
made this article.
Fuck him.
Thanks, James.
Yeah, he doesn't know Andy Chuck like we do.
Probably does know him a lot better than we do.
Probably.
But no, like, yeah, so there's like a scan for other players. So that had to be some other issue.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll buy it in a few months if they do some full upgrades
Yeah.
to the game.
They just gotta do some fixing. They probably weren't expecting it not to work.
I'll buy it when all of the planets have like butt sex on everything.
Yeah, I'm really... Deldev Did you say you're running it on a 640?
I'm running 680.
You ran it on a 680.
No, I haven't played it yet. Someone else on like the Steam review said they were running it on a 680, and it works just fine at 60 FPS.
Hold on, I have to check that because
I was looking
think...
at recent reviews, so it may have like fallen away.
I'll
But
say it might just be the drivers that people are using.
Well, the primary reason I say that is that like it requires OpenGL 4.5, and I don't think the 600 series supports OpenGL 6.
I'm gonna say if you go on to
Yeah.
recent, there's more positive recently than the negative.
I think I've used OpenGL.
Well, yeah, you've used OpenGL, but I don't think OpenGL 4.5. There's different versions of OpenGL, and I don't think the version that they're talking about works on 600 series. They could have easily installed a patch that allows
This guy's playing
interaction, but
This guy's playing it on a 780 Ti.
700 series definitely supports it. I don't remember if the 600 series supports it, but I mean, issues are gonna get resolved and people are gonna start playing the game, but I don't know. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna be really disappointed because it's not Minecraft in space.
Yeah, at least it isn't.
Yeah, but they never
like,
advertised it to be that.
Oh,
yeah,
I know.
at least they didn't pull an Evolve, right?
What's wrong with Evolve?
They didn't get my seal of approval. Was
Yeah.
what's wrong with the ball.
That's what's wrong.
What happened with Evolve? I'm sorry, I wasn't much
Oh,
into the
where the developers decided to be scummy about their game rather than.
No, Doc, you can't be in chat.
Whoa.
Doc's
Doc's
in
talking
chat.
without talking. Yeah, he just said sup nerds. What a jerk.
Get in, curse.
He probably can't because he's still hanging out with his real friends.
I'm gonna do live edits to this scene.
I just banned him.
You ban it. Well, now I have to go unban him. God damn you, Steve.
He doesn't get to speak.
Whatever. Primarily, I have nothing else really to say about this besides I was never going to be thrilled with this game, and I'm shocked other people didn't pick up on it. Stop auto-playing shit.
Well, people are stupid, so
Yeah,
you
I was
know.
gonna say you gotta account for that. You gotta account for people being dumb.
Let's see what we got here. Crashes every time I open, severely wrong. So like a majority of the reviews that have comments and
Negative.
and how helpful people have found it are negative. And I'm seeing a mix. Like you got mostly positive reviews.
Well, it's because if you actually
recently.
look at like
I'm
positive
looking at
and
the-
negative, they're fairly even.
Negative is
No, I
slightly
meant on
more,
the
but
actual
yeah.
like positive column and negative column.
Well, yeah, it's about 50%.
That would be mixed.
It was supposedly locked at 30 at some point, so the fact that people are running it at 60 now means they probably removed that lock.
So
Who knows?
I don't know. I
One
like
guy
it.
is trying to run it with built-in graphics. No wonder he's having issues.
Guy's a retard.
Yeah, GTX 980 is apparently reporting issues. Yeah, Steve, I'm seeing a mix even of the recents that are positive and negative because there's still people having issues.
I think mostly positive on recent. It's like 3 negative.
No, you scroll down and it starts becoming, like way down, it starts becoming pretty negative.
Oh yeah, if you go to load more, I'm not gonna load more. Yeah, I'm having fun.
I love this first
like it.
comment here on one of the negative ones. Step 1. Navigate to C Windows System 32. Delete everything in the folder. Launch the game. Enjoy. Enjoy No Man's.
Don't do it.
Enjoy No Man's Sky.
What have you done, good sir?
Well, I don't have my normal outro guy, so.
Hold on. Positive review. Step 1, I found a solar system. Step 2, named it Dank Memes. Then I found a planet. Named it Harambe. 10 out of 10 would meme again.
Killed all life on Harambe.
Since I don't have my normal outro guy, does anybody remember what Doc says?
Next time! Four mics!
Alright.
We'll discuss other news!
This has been the Four Mics podcast, where a bunch of gamer nerds stuff know little shit that know lots of shit and also good.
Enjoy! Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and follow us here in Twitch. This podcast is also always on SoundCloud. Feel free to download and leave reviews on whatever.
What?
we're on SoundCloud?
Are we that big?
Nobody told me this.
Also,
feel
as
like
soon
an
as I
important
figure out
person.
how to fucking upload it to iTunes, it'll be on iTunes.
Yeah, I get iTunes permission.
Yeah,
You're so good
I
at
think I have to
outros.
download iTunes. But until next time, everybody. Bye bye.
Have safe sex. I think I should just take Doc's job.